It's Randall here, and who's that outside my conversation tent? Why, it's a man who takes from the data rich and gives to the insight poor. His name's Hood. That makes sense. It's Lynchpin founder and forest-dwelling outlaw, Andrew Hood. Join me as I step outside the conversation tent. Andrew Hood, so exciting.
Nice to
My
meet you.
goodness. Thank you so much for being here. The managing director and founder of Lynchpin. The world of data analysis must just be full of hilarious stories. The stories you must have. We're going to be talking data analysis, of course. I say data, you say analysis. Data. Data. Andrew, data is the new oil. It's one of my phrases that I've come up with. Why is it that the data is so valuable?
So data's the new oil, kind of like thick, expensive, kind of highly flammable. Lots of it there.
If I wanted to get my hands dirty and start extracting value from customer data, how would I do something like that?
So there's lots of patterns in customer data which show preferences. So kind of what kind of tent do you like? What kind of festival do you like going to? So lots of patterns there that could be used to give you a more personalised service, give you a better offer, maybe like a slightly bigger tent or something.
Andrew, I'm going to quote you here. I could quote you all day long, but this is probably one of my favourites. He said, we built one of the first return on investment tracking systems for search and extended it to multi-channel attribution before either of those words were trendy. I mean, is trendy important to you?
No, I don't really like trendy, to be honest. I think attribution, for example, has been a kind of a trendy word for far too long now. I'm a bit more interested in actually kind of doing something with the data.
Well, of course, not being trendy is actually quite trendy. So in a way,
it's the new trendy.
It's the new trendy. Let's pull it round to the festival of marketing. Training and education in analytics, that's a big part of your life. So you
Yep.
obviously train people in this stuff. If we're coming to the Festival of Marketing, what might you be teaching us this year?
Yeah, so kind of what are the key kind of metrics and things to focus on?
Yeah.
Which things should you ignore? Knowing what to ignore can be really important for focus. Knowing which things actually drive some value when you join them up. So really focusing on some practical things that people can go and actually go back and do within their organisations.
And specifically with yourself, obviously setting up Lynchpin, been very successful. How did that come about? Do you think there was a need for Lynchpin?
Yeah, so when we started off because there was a real need in the market to have tools that marketers could use to understand what was going on in terms of digital marketing performance. So we started off very much from the technology side. Then we very quickly learned that a lot of the challenges weren't so much about the tools, it was about what do you do with the data, what questions do you ask of it, how you actually apply that within the business.
Off topic a little bit here, I suppose being able to analyse data that well, that must make you absolutely brilliant at Cluedo. Lovely. A lot of data there to go over. I'm going to be analysing that all day long. Andrew Hood, Managing Director of Lynchpin, a trendy man. Thank you so much.
Cheers, Randall.